Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. All right, let's put the link in this description here. Just type that message in the chat. There we go. Not a lot of people joined my stream last time, which was okay, but this time it's a different story. Today's Sunday, but I think a lot of people would want to call it Lazy Sunday. That quote's from that TV show Teen Titans Go. It's a Sunday, something like that. That's where the Lazy Sunday thing came from. Well, let's see if anybody's watching or like some people can just immediately join and not even type. Like that's okay too. Like they can just people they can just they could what was I trying to say? They can not type in the chat and just immediately join this, which is also fine. It's just I won't know that they're trying to join because they didn't type in the chat. Y'all on my profile picture? Well, just the profile picture for the StreamYard. It's not like my actual profile picture for YouTube. It's just a profile picture for the StreamYard when I stream on YouTube. It's Devontae Adams. This eye icon up here says that I have one person watching. I mean, it's done that for the last few times now. See if it's telling the truth. Y'all, the Red Sox actually defeated the Yankees yesterday. It's like we were in we're playing them in the 4-game series. It's like we lost the first 2 games, and I thought it was like, oh no, we're getting swept. But no, the Red Sox actually defeated the Yankees yesterday. I was about to say, I kind of had a feeling that we were just gonna get swept by the Yankees, but we actually defeated them yesterday. And yesterday the Blue Jays and the Rays lost, so that's actually pretty good. It helps Boston out. So yeah, the Red Sox won yesterday while the Rays and the Blue Jays lost. That actually helps us out. So that that's actually pretty good. I honestly thought we were gonna get by the Yankees. We play the Yankees again today, and it's the final game of the 4-game series. And right now, what we're just looking to do right now is we're just trying to look to like just tie the series. I mean, if the Yankees win today, then they win the series. But if the Red Sox win the game today, then they just tied the series up. Like the series ended in a tie. It was a tie. I mean, the Red Sox need to start winning. Like they like before their win over the Yankees yesterday, they've actually been starting to collapse lately. Like that one time when I think I like made a stream saying that I swept the Guardians and we were on like a 7-game winning streak. Um, we uh we actually started collapsing ever since that. Like we've been collapsing a little bit. We still have the first wild card position, like for the wild card standings. Like we're not like the first seed, like we're not one of the division leaders, but we're like the first wild card team and something like that. But if we want to keep that, we can't start the collapsing. We have to start winning. We got to get back on track here because the Blue Jays and the Rays, they can take that spot, and we don't want that to happen. Well, the Blue Jays and the Rays fans want that to happen, but the Red Sox fans, like me, they don't want that to happen. Hmm. Guys, my first channel is almost at 240 subs. I'm at 239 right now on my first channel. My first channel is just called Elias Reynolds, just without the two though. It's just Elias Reynolds. It has 239 subs right now, and we're actually just one sub away from hitting 240. It'll be another milestone, so hopefully we can get there soon. I mean, I only need one more sub, so I should be able to get there soon. But yeah, hopefully I can reach 240. It'll be great. Not on this channel, but my first channel. This channel is not as popular as my first one. Like I wish I had streaming back on my first one because that one looks a lot more popular. Like if I were able to stream on my first channel, I think a lot more people would join. But like with this second channel, people have to with this second channel though, since it's not that popular like my first one, it's like people have to come and find it. Like if I were streaming on my first channel, people already know where to go and look. Like this channel is not as popular, so like people would have to go and look for this. Okay, no one's here quite yet. I mean, Austin the Sportsman, he says that he goes to church every Sunday, so if he's not here, that's probably where he is. Because he told me about that. He said Austin the Sportsman told me that he goes to like church every Sunday. So if he's not here right now, that's probably why. This eye icon up here though, sometimes it's just stupid. Like because like it can tell you sometimes that like there's a certain amount of viewers watching, but there really isn't. And like when Austin the Sportsman was streaming the other day, he said that the eye icon was saying that there was like nobody watching when me and Ansel Sports were watching. Like sometimes this eye icon up here is a liar. Sometimes it's just stupid. Sometimes, freaking glitch. Is it like right now it says I have one person watching, but like it's been doing that like back and forth. It says, "Hey, you have one person watching." Oh wait, no, you don't have anybody watching. Like it does that. I don't know why. I don't get I don't get why this laptop is showing the freaking Eastern time. Where I am right now, it's 8:10, but this laptop is saying it's 11:10. You're showing me Eastern time, sir. Y'all, we almost got to go back to school in like a month. We all got like a month of summer left, and then we got to go back to school, and we have to go and learn again. Once again, we have to go. We have to go into the building and learn. Hey, we got someone here.
Yeah.
I knew something like this was going to happen. Like some people don't like to type in the chat; they'll just immediately join. So that's good.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about the NHL schedules being released?
I haven't quite looked at the Avalanche schedule quite yet.
I saw mine. We opened our season on the road in Los Angeles, so the
We
first game's on the
open
road, and our home openers against the Blackhawks.
our home openers against the Blackhawks too, which is our season opener as well.
Oh, so like your first game's at home.
Yeah. I know tickets are gonna be expensive.
You should see Vegas's tickets.
Wow, how much are Vegas's tickets?
I think the reason why it's so expensive, like a lot of people like to travel here. Like they like to travel here to Vegas, and like if they do, if their sports team is playing in Vegas, then they would want to travel and come see them play. Like a lot of people travel here. That's probably why it's so expensive.
Probably.
Like no, like a lot of people like to travel here.
Yeah, thing about Vegas is yes, its population is high, but the amount of tourists that visit every year, so probably way higher than the population itself.
Yeah.
Though we still have a little over a month until preseason.
Yeah, it's like, well, when NHL season starts, we're all back in school.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, we got like a month of summer left, and we all got to go back to school. We all got to go back in that building and
wait,
learn.
when do you start school actually?
I think I start in August. I start somewhere in August. I think it's like on the 8th or something, but I don't know.
Jeez, that's early.
Well, I got out May 26th, so it makes sense.
Same, I got out May 26th as well. I start August 30th.
What? How?
I have no idea.
I mean, I don't know when we go back to. I don't know when I go back to school, but I mean, I gotta look. I mean, but I don't know. I
But
can maybe
the
search it up.
but the rest of the classes get out June 2nd. That's not the case for me.
Oh yeah, well, like the thing about that is like if someone like starts earlier, then that means they get out earlier.
Yeah, that's true. I get out the 26th though, but the rest of the classes get out June 2nd.
Wait, you got out June 26th?
No, I got out May 26th last year,
Oh,
and I get out on May 26th this upcoming year as well.
some people don't go back to school until September.
Like after Labor Day, I know a lot of school districts do that actually.
Yeah, like yeah.
But I
It
would
seems like
not
a lot of people go back to school in August.
but I would not want to go to school in June.
Yeah. Oh, I do begin the 8th.
Oh, you actually start the 8th?
Yeah, I just looked at my school district
Oh,
and
man.
for 2022 to 2023, and it says I start the 8th, which is on a Monday. So that's good.
For some reason, I start on a Tuesday.
Yeah, that's kind of weird sometimes. It's like if someone was gonna go back to if you're gonna go back to school, then why would why would people like wanna start school on the day when it's not even supposed to be the first day of school for a weekday? Monday's basically the first day where people start school on their week.
Yep.
I'm gonna be a junior.
I'm gonna be a senior.
Oh, so you're graduating soon?
Yep, I graduate this year, bro.
So you're about to be completely done with this. You're about to be completely done with this school.
Yeah. Junior year's tough,
And
bro.
but then it looks like but I think when people are done with senior year and they graduate, they either go to college or they have to go find a job.
My future undecided.
Yeah, well, since I'm like a junior, I've honestly been thinking about what I want to be when I want to have as a job since like it's getting closer and closer to where I need to find out since I'm 2 years away from graduating. If you think about it, like when students are in school, they get used to like having Saturdays and Sundays off and having like being able to work Monday through Friday. And like the way they can do that and get used to it is if they work out of school. And so like I was thinking like maybe as a job I can maybe work out of school. And if I did, I think maybe the easiest job to have at school is a PE teacher because it doesn't really look like they have to do anything.
Yeah. Or be a coach or something like that.
Yeah, like a PE teacher or a coach, it just doesn't look like they have to do anything. Like all they do is just hey, okay, it's like hey, okay, students, you go ahead and just exercise.
Yeah. And if you
But if
you
I
could
catch
even
it, maybe if I was a PE teacher, if I saw like a kid doing something that he's not supposed to do, like just being like stupid, then maybe what I would do is like, hey, go run a lap.
go run a lap on the track.
Yeah, that's actually a good PE punishment. Run a lap.
Yep.
When I was
Another
in
thing.
middle school, when I was
Go
in
ahead.
middle school, there was this thing where we would do something called a mile run, and we would run around the whole field twice because that equaled a mile.
Your field must have been massive then.
Yeah,
I
and it was also
remember.
for a grade. This mile run thing I was talking about, it was for a grade.
Yep.
If you got 10 minutes or less, and you get an A, you know
I
what I'm
can
talking about.
I could only run a 9:30 mile right now.
Oh yeah, I've done a mile in under 10 minutes before.
I think my
If they say it's for a grade, then you have to run fast. You have to like
yeah,
not quit.
I think my all-time highest mile was like a 7:30.
Oh yeah, I think the worst you can get on a mile run is like 15 minutes. If you get when I was in middle school, if you finished the mile run in like 15 minutes, that would be an F.
Oh jeez. I know in I know in conditioning class this year we had to run a mile every other Wednesday in 12 minutes. If you got it in 12 minutes or more, you'd get no credit.
It was like an extra credit thing.
No, it was a required thing.
Huh.
If you got it in 12 minutes or more, then that's an F.
What if you pulled it? What if someone like? What if you pulled it off in like the last second? So like, you can't finish it in like 12 minutes. But what if there's somebody's time was like 11 minutes and 59 seconds? You still
You'd
get credit. You just
you'd
pull it off in the final second.
you'd still get a perfect score because that mile was an all or nothing grade.
Yeah, I just hate running.
I'm more of a gym rat.
Yeah.
Hate cardio.
Yeah, like when I'm in PE, I want to do sports. I don't want to like just run around.
I want to actually play basketball, play handball, play volleyball.
Yeah. When I was in PE for high school, we'd be playing basketball, we'd be playing soccer. What for my PE in high school now, I talked about my middle school, but this is high school now. What we would be doing is like our teacher would be making like us do warm-ups and stuff, and then he would give us something to like give us a requirement to do, like either run around the whole school or run around the track. And then after when we finish it, we can just go do whatever we want. Like we could play basketball, play soccer. But he says like do these things first, and then you can go do what you want.
Yep, that's how my conditioning class first semester was every Friday. Or every Friday I just played dodgeball with another class.
Oh, dodgeball is hella fun.
I don't know. Actually, I remember I sniped the kid in the face.
Was
He
he
lost his
bleeding?
no, he lost his balance and eventually fell.
They say in dodgeball you're not allowed to hit people in the face.
It depends on who is running it with dodgeball. Some say headshots count, some say don't.
And they say if you hit somebody in the head with the ball, then that means the person who threw it is out.
Yep, that's how it is too.
What's the worst ball you could probably use for dodgeball?
The worst ball you could use for dodgeball is
Yeah.
probably a foam ball with barely any foam that does not fly well.
What's good, Austin the Sportsman? Um, well, what I meant by like the worst ball is like the ball, like a ball that could like really hurt. It's like,
Uh,
I think the worst ball you could probably use for dodgeball is a freaking basketball.
Probably a kickball.
That would hurt.
I don't know, some schools use kickballs as a dodgeball. I think
Oh wow.
elementary school PE was the best PE out of all of them.
Oh yeah, elementary school PE though. It's good. Yeah.
It was always an excellent day when you got to go under the parachute.
Oh yeah. A small kickball. Can we all agree that PE teachers actually known to be like the most strict teachers?
Yeah, but they can be chill on their personal side. I know
It's
my
like it's like the PE teacher is making the kids exercise while they can just sit there and be lazy.
so I know my conditioning teacher first semester. He was our football coach for the school, the head coach.
You should watch soccer. It's kind of like hockey, but the field is bigger.
Yeah, but there's not that many goals scored most of the time.
The PE teacher might be fat. Oh yeah, but yeah, I mean, PE is kind of fun if you don't have like a strict PE teacher.
PE is fun if you just play games the whole time.
Yeah, if you like actually playing sports, like you actually play basketball, you're actually playing soccer, you're actually playing dodgeball. But if your teacher's just making the students like just run around and like get exercise without doing anything, then that's not fun.
I think my favorite unit of PE in high school is definitely a handball unit.
Yeah, PE is fun when you play games.
That is true.
I've actually gotten like actual assignments on for PE though, like on like something I would have to do on like my Chromebook. Like we would just like there was just something else that I would have to do for PE that wasn't like that doesn't involve like moving around or anything. It was like actually on the Chromebook. It was like a module thing, and what they would do is like and like all the it was just like true or false questions about like a certain like sport and something, and like there it was only 10 questions. Like that's probably the easiest thing that you could do in PE is like just get like something to do on the Chromebook and just like do the assignment.
We, if we do have those, that's for extra credit at my school. I didn't do them.
Yeah, yeah. Because you have to pass to a girl in basketball because they assume you don't like to pass to them, which when you will pass to them when they're older.
What? I don't get that quite exactly, but okay.
Yeah, I don't get. What do you mean by that, Austin? Um, what was I trying to talk about? Oh wait. Have you guys ever tried to like fake an injury just to get out of doing PE?
I try not to. I
I
did.
think I think most people actually try to do that just so they don't have to run.
I
Like they can like fake an injury and say, "Coach, I can't do PE today."
I will admit, in eighth grade basketball practice, I did once fake being dizzy to get out of conditioning.
Did it work?
It worked perfectly.
Oh gosh, okay.
Team was pissed at me though for the rest, so they make you pass the ball to a
Okay, so
girl.
I think what he's saying is like when he does basketball at his school, they make you pass it to somebody else before you shoot it. Like you have to pass, you can't just shoot.
Oh yeah, that's how it. That's how it was in our PE class. Everyone had to touch the ball before someone could shoot.
Yeah, it's like it is like one player can be like, "Oh, I can make this. I can just do this all myself." But then like they don't give their teammates a chance to pass the ball to like pass it to them and make them make the shot cuz like yeah. Like how many times has Stephen Curry passed the ball to somebody else and like how many times has the ball been passed to him?
Quite a bit if you watch the tape.
Yeah. What's crazy is that it's like the fact that Austin the Sportsman he's a Blackhawks fan and me and you both play him at like the beginning of the season and he play and they're both and me and you both have our season openers our home season openers against Austin. So he might be hearing the same goal horn for quite some time.
Yep. He watches the actual game though and not the highlights. I don't know why, but for me, I only watch the team highlights when my team wins.
Oh yeah, sometimes I just like to go back and watch the highlights.
I mean, I was watching the Avalanche versus Blues highlights. last week or so.
Didn't like the Avalanche like the knock off the Blues in 6 games because of like a goal like 5 seconds left in regulation?
Yep. And here's the thing: I was in a hotel room, so I could not celebrate that much.
Oh, good luck. The Avs game is $157.
I am not going to the home opener.
Yeah, Austin, since you're here, I don't know if you realize this, but me and but like, Austin, since you're here, I don't know if you realize, but me and Antelope, you're gonna be playing. Both of our home openers are against your team, so you might be hearing the same goal horn for 2 straight games. That is, unless you could probably get a shutout.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody can shut out Colorado, though. Just nobody can.
It happened once. I think it was against the Hurricanes in Carolina.
What do you think about the Hurricanes goal horn, though?
Oh shoot. That's
It sounds like.
bad. That's bad when I ever release my grading every team's goal horn video.
Yeah, I think this year we lose 1-2. We will lose both. Also, the Sportsman has himself losing to Colorado and Vegas in the first 2 games.
The
He
main
has
our
losing
main
the first 2 games.
our main source of motivation for the Stanley Cup run, you could hear the announcers say it a lot. They were playing pissed off because of the loss to Vegas last year.
Wait, when we defeated you guys in 6?
Yeah, we used that momentum to win the Stanley Cup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like when we eliminated you guys in like 6 games. Game 6 was on my birthday, and I went to that game, and that's when we closed it out.
I was in Iowa.
Like, to be honest, I thought that when we eliminated Minnesota and Colorado, I thought we were gonna go to the Cup and win since we eliminated 2 really good teams, and then we just lost to the Canadians.
Of course, Montreal had a peacock run, like St. Peter's, a miracle run. I don't know why I said peacock run. Probably because of St. Peter's.
We're not gonna win now that we don't have to brink it. Yeah, why did y'all trade the brink it?
Why did you drink it? Avs are gonna get a new goalie again. It looks like.
Your all-star because the team is garbage. Antelope, how do you feel about getting Georgiev?
Georgiev. Well,
That,
I.
that goalie from the Rangers.
It looks like we're not sticking with Kemper, which I can see. He would be too expensive to re-sign. Have better players to re-sign.
Why don't you just get rid of Paul Francouz?
Frankie doesn't. His contract doesn't expire until 2 years.
Screw Fleury, I miss Crawford. I mean, I guess the fact that I mean I don't know how Vegas thinks about the Blackhawks trading the Rinkit this year because we traded Fleury to the Blackhawks last offseason, and now during this offseason, the Blackhawks made a heartbreaking trade.
Oh man.
I want Fleury back. I want the Patrick Sharp, Duncan Keith, Corey Crawford team back. I think if Crawford was still in the NFL, I think if Crawford was still playing, I think when we traded Fleury to the Chicago Blackhawks, I think we could have had Crawford in return maybe.
And your goalie was Robin Leonard.
Yeah, Leonard's okay, but I think he could have been better. He could have been better.
He's decent.
We won the Stanley Cup with that team. I missed them. Remember when the Blackhawks defeated the Bruins in the Stanley Cup final in 6 games because they scored 2 goals in 17 seconds in the final minute?
I do remember that.
It was like it was like Bruins and Blackhawks in Game 6. Bruins trying to force Game 7. Blackhawks trying to win the cup. Boston's up 2-1 with 2 minutes left or a minute left, and then this Blackhawks tie it late. So in a situation like that, you probably oh, okay, we're probably just gonna go to overtime now. But then the Hawks just scored again later, 17 seconds later, and then they had the 3-2 lead. And yeah, so that's how the Blackhawks won the cup that year. And I think they had the President's Trophy that year. I think they were the best team in the league that year. We beat the Lightning, so the Central Division owns the Lightning. Oh yeah, the Blackhawks did beat the Lightning in the Cup final one time.
What year is that, actually?
Yeah, I don't know, but I just I do remember that though. They did beat the Lightning in the final. Do you remember this? Do you remember this one year when the Lightning they had the President's Trophy, but then they got swept by the Blue Jackets?
I remember that. That was
hilarious. That was freaking hilarious.
And that was the same year the Avalanche beat the Flames, another 1 seed.
Those I don't know if you realize that, but during the 2019 Stanley Cup playoffs, every single team that had the first seed got eliminated in the first round.
Yep, and then Penguins.
Flames won the division but got eliminated by the Avalanche. Predators won the division, got eliminated by the Stars. Capitals won the division, got eliminated by the Hurricanes. Lightning won the division and got eliminated by the Blue Jackets.
Yep, that was a great playoff season.
Well, not for me, kind of, because during the 2019 playoffs, the Golden Knights, they blew a 3-1 series lead, and they blew a 3-0 lead in Game 7. So I didn't like those. I didn't like those playoff appearances. Yep. Elias, I know you could care less. I know you could care less for IU basketball, but I care so much for it, and we're bringing home a 6-banner. Yeah, sure, whatever. Go ahead, just tell me IU's gonna win the whole thing.
And we played the Sharks. If we forced it to Game 7, but we lost to an offside call.
Yeah. My team lost the Game 7 to the Sharks because there was a major penalty call when it wasn't even a major call.
It took a ridiculous call. The puck clearly crossed the line before the player.
No, what Sharks fan are you talking about? Oh yeah, I remember people. I remember people talking about that, but you know what? Hold on, but I've never seen it.
I've never
seen it. Sharks fans ruins proposal.
Sharks fan ruin. I'll be right back.
Oh, I saw that. Okay, yeah, I just watched it. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. It seems like he was probably going to be on camera if he did that, so he just did that. And we just hit 40 minutes of streaming. But yeah, I just saw that video. That's crazy. I really hate the Sharks. I just watched the video. It's crazy. What if there was like, you know what? If I ever go to a Knights game in San Jose, I'm doing that. If there's a proposal and I'm okay, wait, let's see. Elias, I say this a lot. I baseball fan, and you should say it too. I say no history when Purdue insults me. I think for I think for well, to be honest, I think Ohio State for college basketball, I think they only have one banner. They only have one, and I think it was back in like the ninth.
All right, I'm back.
I mean, I haven't won a cup yet either, Austin. So
Okay, I haven't seen it. Sharks fan ruin proposal.
yeah, I just watched it.
Oh, I've seen this before.
If I ever go to a Knights game in San Jose and there's like a proposal going on and I'm like near it, I'm doing that just to get revenge. Should I do that?
Oh man, I gotta have a full night costume just like that Sharks fan did though.
Wait, he got kicked out for that?
No, he had a full-on shark costume.
Oh yeah. You guys weren't a team when we win the cup. That's mean. Well, San Jose should have thought about the San Jose fans should have thought about it when they ruined our proposal. So if they're gonna be mean, then we get to be mean.
Oh, let's go.
And let me tell you guys something. Ever since the Sharks wanted to say that they pulled up that comeback over Vegas in the playoff series, ever since that they've missed the playoffs for 3 straight years, so they can suffer that misery.
Who, the Sharks?
Yeah, ever since they came back from being down 3 games to 1 and pulled that comeback over Vegas, ever since that they didn't. Ever since that they haven't made the playoffs. Ever since that they exited out of they missed the playoffs for 3 straight years.
Yeah.
There's
And
outside.
And your star player just left you to Edmonton.
What do you mean?
Evander Kane.
Oh yeah. I don't like Evander Kane though.
He's a punk.
True. Ryan Reeves owns Evander Kane though.
Who does?
Ryan Reeves owns Evander Kane.
Did you see the fight between Zdeno Chara and Evander Kane? It was like 8 years ago.
Oh yeah, Chara clearly won that fight.
He got up and he just kicked butt.
But wait, isn't Chara retired now?
No, he's still playing. I think he's on the Capitals now.
Hold on, let me look. Zdeno Chara.
He's on the Islanders.
He was like Vegas like this fire. Yeah, it is. He was on the. I think it was on like Boston for like 14 years, and then he left them to go to the Caps, and then he went to the Islanders.
He's he's Slovak apparently.
Yeah, I don't think. Okay, so yeah, Char hasn't decided yet. He hasn't decided if he was going to retire or not. Yeah.
I'm actually very surprised that my
Um.
Avalanche video hasn't been copyright claimed yet.
Yeah. It snowed here in Vegas before when I was like just like a little kid. When I was like little, and I think it like snowed in Vegas again, like when I was like in the 8th grade. When I was like what grade? 7th grade. During like when I was like walking to school during 7th grade, there was like it was snowing. There was snow everywhere.
I
Vegas
remember we
doesn't
had a,
get that much snow though.
I remember we had a massive snowstorm about a year ago. Power's out for 2 days.
Dude, power outage. I mean, have I ever witnessed those? I don't think I've ever witnessed like I don't think I've ever witnessed like power completely going out, but I can just imagine it, and I don't think it's a good thing.
It's not fun. You can't do anything. And if your phone goes out, that's it. Until the power goes back on.
What if the power went out during a hockey game? Like like people were like in the middle of like there were like fans like and like people were like and the NHL players were like in the middle of like playing a hockey game, and then the power just went out.
What game was that?
No, I'm not saying that it occurred during the game. I said imagine if that happened.
Oh, it happened in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, like power outage.
It'd be worse if it was during intermission.
Oh yeah, that was during intermission.
That's where everyone gets snacks and beer and all that stuff.
Yeah, there's this one time where there's this one time me and you played. It was like Knights and Avalanche on Lake Tahoe, and I think the game started at like 1 o'clock. But then like after the first period, the sun was like still out and it was like melting the ice, and that was dangerous for the players, so they had to postpone the game, and it didn't start again until 9.
I remember that. That was the longest hockey game in NHL history. Longest intermission. And
Yeah, do you remember that
I do
game in
remember.
Lake Tahoe when they postponed it?
I do remember that.
And yeah, I think you guys won that game, right?
Yeah, we won like 3-2 or 4-3.
Yeah, I think it was 3-2, and like Vegas was wearing the red jersey during that time.
We
It
were
looked so interesting of like that they were playing on Lake Tahoe. That just looks so interesting.
There are some outdoor series too.
When will Vegas play in the friggin' Winter Classic? I mean, does that Tahoe game count as a classic or something?
I don't even know.
Can you imagine a Super Bowl like going past midnight?
That'd have to be like a quadruple overtime though. With no scoring.
Yeah, I mean, seriously though, for NFL, I don't know why NFL regular season has ties.
Huh?
I don't like the fact that the NFL regular season has ties.
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
Like we want it. Like if you think about this, like
Just
people pay to go see these games. They paid these games to go see a winner,
you
and
pay.
like they literally pay to go. They pay for this game so they can try to go see their team when they don't want to pay to go see a game just to see a tie.
I just say after one, if I'm the
So it's
commissioner,
like it's like they paid. So like if someone like paid money to go see a game, like obviously they paid to go see their team win, like the other team win. They don't want to pay to go see a tie. So like if they pay to go see that game and it ends in a tie, that basically means that they just wasted their money.
unless it was a high-scoring game, then you might get something out of it.
But no one wants to see ties though.
No. You remember that Saints and Niners game in 2019? I think it was.
No, was the final score like 48-46?
Yep, that one.
Oh yeah, I mean I saw like the highlights of it. Like there's these NFL videos that say like this team versus this team crazy final moments, and that was one of them. Like the Saints got like a late touchdown to take the lead 46-45, and then the Niners just kicked the game winning field goal and won 48-46.
Of course, I didn't get to watch it till the final 2 minutes because the Broncos are playing.
The Niners went to the Super Bowl that year, but choked against the Chiefs.
Unfortunately,
Some of the calls were kind of bad in that game, not gonna lie.
such as
There was like no there was like some holding calls that weren't called and stuff.
there's some call at the end of the first half that set the Niners back.
Yeah. But yeah. But I mean, I guess the Super Bowl doesn't matter now because I mean, after when the Chiefs won Super Bowl 54, they went back to the Super Bowl in Super Bowl 55 and got blown out by the Buccaneers 31-9.
That was
I was
that
kind
was
of laughing when that was happening. Because
that
I
great.
was kind of laughing when that was happening because Kansas City was just playing so bad.
That was great. The O line looked like the Giants O line.
Yeah, like during that Super Bowl, I was laughing my head off.
It wasn't a. It wasn't as great as the Chiefs blowing an 18-point lead though in the AFC.
Oh yeah, against the Bengals,
It
we didn't need that to see them in the Super Bowl.
that was probably a greater moment.
I mean, my Raiders actually got eliminated by the Bengals that year in the wild card, so. But I guess it was worth it because then they went to go beat Kansas City.
And my team lost in the Bengals in the important game. Like we were both 7-6. And the winner of that game would have a high chance to make the playoffs. We lost that. So it kind of was worth it at the end. I was unhappy at first, but long term,
Yeah.
we get a fresh Super Bowl matchup without Tom Brady, without Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm. I think the biggest. I think you and me were like playing. I think it was like the Raiders were like playing the Broncos last year, and you and me were both 7-7, and I think the winner of that game just got a higher chance to go to the playoffs.
Yep, we lost both of our important games. And I think that's and I think that was when.
Our season should have been over when we were 6-7, but then we somehow just won 4 straight and made the playoffs.
Yep, and then I think our two important losses caused Vic to be fired at the end of the season.
Yeah. Mm.
Which
Do you
honestly,
remember when?
I'm
Do you
fine
remember
with
when
it.
the Giants? Do you remember when the Giants QB sneaked on 3rd and 9?
That was just depressing.
Yeah. I don't know what they were trying to do, like with the QB sneak on 3rd and 9. Like, were they trying to like give the ball to the quarterback and like have him run with it?
I don't, I don't know, but
I mean, just
man,
if you
you're in a
if you have
you're in a football game, not a circus.
yeah, why would you QB sneak? Why would someone QB sneak on 3rd and 9? I mean, I mean, the quarterback can maybe like run with the ball to try to
At,
convert on 3rd and 9 because sometimes that could win. QB sneak on it? No.
at least QB draw. That's what the Cowboys did for their last play. That backfired.
They shouldn't. Doing the QB draw with 15 seconds left, that wasn't a good call to do.
Yeah. And that's the moment when I'm like, I don't want Kellen Moore anymore.
Yeah.
During our coaching search.
Yeah, and there's this one game I wanted to talk about. With that with the Giants QB sneaking on 3rd and 9, though, maybe they were gonna line up in that format. They shouldn't have had the quarterback sneak it. They should have had him run with it. Because maybe
Yeah,
if he ran with it, maybe he would have gotten it.
yeah, or at least try and get out of bounds. But no, you ran up straight to the middle.
People usually only do QB sneaks if it's like 4th and inches or like 4th and 1 and something. That's the only time people like do the QB sneak.
Yep. Works in Madden 90% of the time.
Yeah,
Unless you have Kyler
sometimes
Murray.
when I'm like facing like a 4th and 1 or like a 4th and inches, if it's like in my territory, I still go for it because it's easy.
Unless you have Kyler Murray, which then you get set back.
Do you think the Colts have a shot of winning the division next season or this season, as I should be saying?
They could be good.
Because like the Titans, they got rid of Julio Jones and AJ Brown, but the Colts they got Matt Ryan.
Yep.
It seems like the only good offense player that I know from the Titans now is Derrick Henry, but Ryan Tannehill can't just run the ball off to him constantly. He needs a wide receiver to throw to, like AJ Brown and Julio Jones. They're not there anymore.
Yep. The king can't do everything.
Yeah, because I mean, I think if you just can constantly keep using your running back, eventually they can tear their Achilles and not be able to run.
Yeah, that's what Derrick Henry had some season-ending injury. I think it was a foot injury.
Lamar Jackson has done that constantly. Like he would always run with the ball with himself.
He got injured like 3 times throughout the season.
Yeah, and a lot of people like to like say that because of the fact of how Lamar Jackson likes to always take the ball when he's a quarterback. A bunch of people say that he should be a running back, but I don't think he should.
Everyone's like that. Lamar Jackson's a running back. It's actually bulking up quite a bit.
How do you think Lamar thinks about that? Would he want to would he want to be a running back, or do you think he want to stay at quarterback?
I think he wants to stay at quarterback because he's bulked up a lot in this offseason. He went from 205 to 220.
Yeah, I mean Lamar Jackson's kind of hard to beat. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
And we just streamed for nice. Um,
you trade for who?
have you ever seen like those videos of like called like NFL teams like most heartbreaking loss or something?
Yep.
Like
I
most
have, a,
heartbreaking playoff loss.
I have a feeling yours would be the Raiders and Patriots snow game.
Well, they were in Oakland, so I didn't. So I wasn't a Raiders fan during that time because they were in Oakland, but they're in Vegas now, so that's why I like them. Um, but yeah, I think if we I think the Raiders' most heartbreaking playoff loss was that snow game against the Patriots. I think your most heartbreaking loss in the playoffs
Hail
was
Mary.
when you guys lost to the Ravens.
Yep. The Hail Mary. That is the one game highlight I will
Well,
never watch again.
it's like I don't know what was more heartbreaking. You guys getting blown up 43-8 in the Super Bowl or like choking that divisional game to the Ravens.
Probably 43 to 8.
Yeah, Super Bowl 48, the Seahawks won. And then the Seahawks went to the Super Bowl again in Super Bowl 49, but they didn't win because Russell Wilson threw an interception at the 1 yard line.
I swear, if Russell Wilson does that with the Broncos,
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's in Denver now.
if he does that with the Broncos, that jersey, my Russell Wilson jersey on the wall, it's not going to be the same, I'll say that.
Yeah, but I think Russell Wilson honestly I think Russell Wilson learned his lesson after doing that. He probably knows that you should be running it on the 1 yard line.
Especially if you have a running back like Marshawn Lynch, you have beast mode.
I like how people are still making jokes about that Super Bowl.
What about 28 to 3? They're making jokes about
Oh
that
yeah,
too.
people are still making jokes about that.
Even though that
So
Super
like,
Bowl was
yeah,
5 years
New
ago.
England, New England won six. New England won 6 Super Bowls, but I was only alive for 3 of them. And like all 3 of those were like the ones that were like lucky because like the first one I went was welcome back Austin Sports, and the first one that they won when I was alive, they won Super Bowl 49, which was the interception at the 1 yard line. So the Seahawks kind of handed us that game. The Super Bowl 51 was the one where they came back from being down 28-3, and the Super Bowl 53 one that was the lowest scoring Super Bowl ever. It was 13-3.
That 13 to 3 Super Bowl is probably the most depressing Super Bowl from an unbiased perspective.
Your mom loves the Sharks goal song. Yeah. Uh, uh, that Super Bowl, I was kind of happy. I was happy that the Patriots won because let me tell you something. Before the Raiders, before the Raiders moved to Las Vegas, I was a Patriots fan, and I was happy that we won Super Bowl 53. But the final score was kind of boring.
It
Like
was.
it ended, it ended like 13-3 a Super Bowl. I think that was the most boring and most low scoring Super Bowl ever.
Honestly.
Like how do you only score 3 points? It was also like 3-0 at halftime.
I don't know how you score 16 points combined.
Because the Rams offense was just terrible.
Jared Goff just. No.
I might go to a Hawks game, but I will go to a Fuel game. I feel confident that the Golden Knights will go to the playoffs next year. I feel confident.
I feel
It's,
confident we'll make the playoffs again.
you should. I mean, you're the defending champions. You should go again.
I remember he had some video about Golden Knights not making the playoffs had like 5,000 views or something like that.
Because a lot of people didn't want Vegas to go to the playoffs that year. I mean, they didn't want Vegas to go to the playoffs this year, and I was like one of the first people who uploaded about it. Like right after the game.
It has 6.1K views.
It's the most popular video that I have right now.
My most popular video has 16,000 views.
Holy frick. Ethan's channel special is mini helmet football. What would you say is mine? I think yours could maybe. What do you think Austin's best videos are, Antelope?
Ooh. Let me check, actually.
Austin used to do mini helmet, but then I think he
Got rid of them all. That was good. Probably the Ice Hogs videos.
Oh, you mean when he does the NHL video game?
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest, I think Austin's best videos are like the weekly recaps when he does like White Sox and Black Sox.
And it's pretty obviously what my best videos are is Broncos reactions.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying the only reason why the Broncos went 3-0 is because their first 3 games were against bad teams.
The Broncos video against the Raiders this year, that's another 1K views.
Yeah. No offense, but I kind of had a feeling that we were going to win that game because like you and me both started off 3-0 and then we both went 3-2. But if you pay close attention, so the three teams that the Raiders beat to go 3-0 were the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Dolphins. The 3 teams that the Broncos beat were the Giants, the Jaguars, and the Jets. And then when the Broncos went 3-2, the 2 teams that they lost to when they went 3-2 were the Ravens and the Steelers. The 2 teams that the to get to the 3. So I just had a feeling that we would be able to win that game because of that.
I thought we would win because of that whole head coaching thing.
Every video I made last week that I talked and I read out what I was gonna say. Oh.
That's how I do to my script videos, like the Jets video with 280 views. What else? The Eagles video.
Wait, you guys do scripts?
Sometimes. My last one was the Super Bowl prediction video.
Today I will either stream or do a fire recap, and whatever I do today I will do the opposite Tuesday. Okay.
I wonder if I should do skits on my channel.
Once you started to say 2 times in a row, people go away and you want people to watch the full video. Yeah.
See, the thing about script videos is If I mess up, then I have to start everything all over again. Unless I'm too finished. Like, I'm 90% done. I'm not butchering it out.
That's happened to me multiple times. Like when I want to talk about like a sports game that occurred or like a trade, sometimes I like stutter like a bunch of times and I have to start all over.
But my Broncos reaction videos, those are instant. So if I mess up, there's no turning back. That's why you gotta use jump cuts.
Yeah, it's like
I was simply too lazy to edit my new Warriors video.
you stutter once, it's fine, but if you do it a lot, start over. Yeah. I mean, if people are like worried about stuttering, then maybe just don't speak in the videos.
Or have a text to speech, which gets you nowhere. I'm watching what the White Sox need to do to be a good team.
Oh, you're watching Austin's video.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Do 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 do. I like sound.
I don't care about tennis, dude. Yes, Djokovic.
Wait, why are you getting notifications about tennis?
I have no idea. I have nothing tennis related. All I have is my teams.
It's like you got wait, did you get like a tennis notification on your phone and then like you were like, I don't care about tennis?
Yeah, it's some tennis player Djokovic won his fourth straight Wimbledon title. Okay. I would rather hear something like I'd rather hear LeBron James traded to the Warriors or something like that. Something,
Yeah.
or at least I wish I could see the Russell Wilson traded the Broncos notification again.
Did you see Austin's video that said did you see Austin's video that said a video for Packers fans and it was like the Niners beating them in the divisional game?
Yep, that cheese was moldy that day.
I don't know if you realized, but Austin's kind of been getting bullied by Packers fans lately.
Yep.
Austin, he was watching the what the White Sox need to do to be a good team video. But then I was talking about the video that you said, a video for Packers fans. But yeah, seriously though, Austin's honestly been getting bullied by Packers fans lately. He's a Bears fan.
I have a screenshot of the notification where the Broncos traded for Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I was in school that day and my heart rate just shot up. So I couldn't celebrate. There's kids around. They're coding something.
I mean, there's like most of your is does like do like does like most of your schools like are most of your like friends at school or like students at the school like Broncos fans?
There's actually quite a bit of Raiders fans at our school. At my school.
The Packers fans 2022 Super Bowl champs does bully me.
There's Chiefs fans.
You know the two fans that say that they're gonna make the two I think the two fans that say that they're gonna go to the Super Bowl every single year and lose are the Packers and the Cowboys. Both of those fans always say that they're gonna go to the Super Bowl, but then they just choke.
We them boys, we them boys. This is our year, we them boys.
And then they either don't make the playoffs or they just choke a freaking wild card.
Or the Packers, go Pack go. Aaron Rodgers MVP. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're the best team in the league. Best team in the league. There's no way we lose. Those
Yeah,
annoying
make there be a
fans.
Packers and make us see a Packers and Cowboys in the NFC Championship, and then maybe we'll consider that you guys are actually a good team.
That's gonna be impossible because the Cowboys will lose in the first round again.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, I'm probably gonna go.
Anyway, one more thing though. So, do you watch this YouTuber named Wyatt's World?
Yeah, I love them.
There's this one video, I think so like there's this one part where I think it was like a video for like a certain division. And there's this one part where like it's like I think like this Bears fan was like smack talking to like another fan. And then what he does is there's this other fan in the Aaron Rodgers jersey, and that person's known to be Aaron Rodgers. And then like that scene, he was like pretending that Aaron Rodgers was like the Bears' father, and like I was just laughing at that part.
I remember there was this one skit about the NFC North where the Bears acted like a dog and Aaron Rodgers acted like the dog owner to symbolize
Yeah,
that the Packers own the Bears.
yeah, it's like the way he's like when he was doing that, that basically meant that he was pretending he was like doing that thing where like Aaron Rodgers said that he owns the Bears. That's when he said that.
Well, I'm gonna go now.
All right. Well,
Later.
thanks for being here.
No
Later.
problem.
Well, it was Ansel been here for quite some time. Yeah, Austin. It's like I mean, Austin, if you watch this YouTuber named White's World, I mean, no offense, since I mean, I know you're a Bears fan. I mean, I can't remember what video this it was, but there's like this one part where like Wyatt's World, he was like in like this Bears uniform, I think, and then he had this character in an Aaron Rodgers jersey, and that character was supposed to be Aaron Rodgers, and then they were like pretending, and like he was making it look pretending, he was like pretending that the Aaron Rodgers was the Bears fans for. And I think and like I was laughing at that part because that was kind of like the because that was like kind of like how he says how like Aaron Rodgers said that he like owns the Bears and all that stuff. Like so like I was just laughing at that part because he was just like doing all that stuff for a joke. When was the last time you guys beat the Bears? The series is only 102 in the 95. When was the last time you guys beat the Bears? And the Super Bowl series is 4-1, I think, Green Bay. – 2008 to 2019. Oh, okay. What if a Packers fan showed up here and they saw a picture? It's Devontae Adams, but he's in a Raiders jersey. Devontae Adams, the wide receiver for the Raiders. Dude, that Super Bowl's irrelevant. Tom Brady wasn't even in the Tom Brady wasn't even in the NFL, and Aaron Rodgers wasn't even in the NFL that year. That Super Bowl's not even relevant. I remember you making a video talking about that, and and you said that was the reason that Aaron Rodgers doesn't own you. But that Super Bowl is not even an excuse, dude. I can't believe the Red Sox actually beat the Yankees, though. The season starts on September 8th. What season? What are you talking about? Which season? Guys, if you go to a sports game, maybe you should. I don't think anybody would want to go to a. Aaron doesn't own us. He needs to win the Super Bowl to own us. But I'm just saying, Austin, that 46-10 Super Bowl. That's not a reason why. That's not a reason why Aaron Rodgers shouldn't say that he owned you. Nobody cares about that Super Bowl. Mm. So I will make my full NFL predictions on September 1st. I think the Raiders are playing in the Hall of Fame game this year. They are. They're playing the Jaguars in the Hall of Fame game, and it's in Ohio. That's where the game's located. You wish I didn't ban you from his channel. Why did you even get banned from his channel? He banned me because of October when it was paid. Why you? I don't know. I honestly don't even understand why you're almost never on paid side. Well, I don't know how I feel about that because, I mean, what if? Because I mean, it's I could you hate fights, but it's like every single time when Charles and Pate would get into a fight, you would never take Pate's side. You would take the other person's side all the time. I mean, if I tell, I think I don't know how much Adam doesn't right now. So that's why Ben, I think, but I don't know if I comment on his video telling him to unban you, I don't know if he would ban me after that because I don't know if he would want to be told that. You try to never get into fights. Oh yeah. Same here though. I hope the Rays get swept by the Reds. Literally yesterday, the Red Sox won yesterday. The Yankees, yesterday, the Red Sox beat the Yankees while the Blue Jays lost to the Mariners and the Rays lost to the Reds. So that's a huge break for the Red Sox there. It gives them a ton of help. And I hope if the Rays get swept by the Reds, I'm gonna laugh. If he bans you, just tell Pete to ask him to amend you. If it's a cycle, then nobody will like him. Hmm. I mean, Adam James likes to. He's a huge Packers fan, so he constantly makes fun of the Bears. Like his edits are freaking crazy. Well, I know that Adam James and you like don't really get along. So like, I mean, obviously you're banned from like Adam James's channel. Like, if I like comment on the video telling him to unban you, I don't know if he's gonna think. I don't want him to think that. I don't want him to think that maybe that I'm like that I don't like him anymore, or that I'm starting to like not like. I don't want him to think that I don't like him anymore, or like I'm starting to like be a hater of him just because I'm like just telling him to unban someone. But I mean, if I ask him to unban you, it might be on one of my videos. It won't be on his video because if I comment on his video telling him to unban you, a lot of people are gonna see that because he has like over 1K subs. So guys, hopefully the Red Sox can defeat the Yankees today again, like they did yesterday. And if they do, they'll split the series. But if the Red Sox lose today, then they lose the series to the Yankees. There's actually an game occurring right now. It's the Angels and the Orioles. I think aren't the aren't the Orioles like winning the series or something? Oh yeah. If the Orioles win their game today, then they sweep the Angels. And I have an in real life friend who's an Angels fan, so if he gets by the Orioles, he's not going to be happy, obviously. All right, hold on. I'm gonna do what I'm just gonna go do what Austin told me to do. I'm gonna try to ask AJ if he can unban Austin the Sportsman. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it on one of my videos. I'm not gonna do it on one of his. I'm gonna ask him on one of my videos, not on his. Just so a lot of people don't get involved with it. What's one of the videos that he commented on? Let's see here. I think he commented on this one. Oh, that is loading. Okay, yeah, he did. Okay, so Austin, are you still watching? Because right now it says 0 people are watching, but that could be a lie. Because this eye icon likes to be a liar sometimes. It's a freaking glitch. Austin, where'd you go? Is he even still watching? Also, guys, once again, I'm only one sub away from hitting 240 on my channel, so you can maybe get people to me out. I appreciate that. Just one more sub, and I'll be at 240 for my channel. It'll be a milestone. Yeah, hold on. I'm asking him right now. All right, I just asked him. Where did Austin even go? I mean, he's going live and oh, he's back. So Austin, I just asked AJ if he could unban you. I asked him on my video, but I asked him on one of my videos. The video that I asked him where he if he could unban you was on like my video where I said the Golden Knights won 4 in a row and sweep the season series against the Kraken. Yeah, I did. I asked Adam, but I didn't ask him on his video. I asked him on one of mine because I don't want to like comment on his own video asking him that because then a lot of people can get involved with it. And I don't want that to happen. So yeah, but yeah. I asked him on like my the Golden Knights sweep the regular season series against the Kraken. We're actually undefeated against the Kraken right now. We never lost to them. The first 4 meetings, we won all four. We're 4-0 against the Kraken. There was actually this one time Vegas never lost to Chicago. Like I think Vegas had like a 7-0 run against the Blackhawks until you guys like finally beat us. You guys like finally beat us in the 2019 to 20 season. Like your guys' first win against us was like it came in Vegas. And I think when I think when the Blackhawks like defeated us, I think when the Blackhawks defeated us in that shootout 4-3, I think that was our first loss in Chicago building. We've only lost to the Hawks 4 times, I think. Austin probably went to go check on the video that I told him about just to see to like go and see the comment. He probably went to go check out the comment that I sent. If he replies to it, that'd be cool, but I don't know if he will. But who knows? We'll just find out. Oh. Austin Sportsman has a live stream in 24 minutes. It says you'll stream when you're done. It's like
So I guess I have to. It seems like I have to end this at 10 since that's when you're streaming. Adam commented on my first video saying new sub and he said go Brewers. Let me have a look at that. Let me go look. Let me look. Let me look. Let me go look. Oldest video. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. 9 months ago. I'm literally looking at all the comments. It doesn't seem like you were it didn't seem like you were getting along with Peyton 9 months ago. I intentional locks in LOB. That's I hate those. Says 2 people watching. No, he didn't respond yet. Like I just sent it, so take him a while. I mean, ages in a row, you'll be busy with. He's a fine guy. He used, so I want to be friends. Guys, once again, away from hitting 240 on my first channel, so if we can get there today, just one more sub I'll ask me for now, and we'll be at the milestone. As a Bears fan, to do this kind of funny. He does like edits of like. There's this one video that I saw him upload. It was like it said that the Packers defeated the Bears 24-14 in Chicago Bears Stadium, and he did like it for he did like edit. He did like an edit on the Bears, saying that they were like upset after the whole loss thing. Elias, try streaming on your main channel. Maybe it will work. Just try it soon. I can't believe Baker Mayfield is on the Panthers. I had a feeling he was going to be on a new team, but I wasn't expecting it to be Carolina. Oh no, hold on. For I mean, but you see, which saying unfortunate. I did stream for a pretty decent amount of time though. Regardless, I streamed for 1 hour and 43 minutes. That's pretty decent if you ask me. Like, do you ever get that feeling like has that ever happened to you guys? Like you're about to like join a stream, the minute that you join it, that's when it ends. Like I don't want to like you don't want to like I don't want to like have to like end the stream and then there's somebody that like they would have they would have been able to like it's like you're in like it's like you're about to like end the stream that just shows up and yeah like that like that's just not a good feeling. Like if you know what I'm talking about, it's like if you saw like a YouTube like streaming and then you went to go join it, but the minute that you join it, that's when they were about to like end it. I don't want to have to do that to my viewers, and I certainly don't like it when that happens to me. But I think maybe what I'll do for the next stream is like maybe I'll like ask a lot. Maybe I'll ask some people who usually joins if they would want to like be able to join so that they know when to join and all that stuff. Next stream. But I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks for everybody that watching. Thanks for Austin the Sportsman for being here. Thanks for Antelope Sports for being in here. I've been live for 1 hour and 45 minutes, which is a pretty decent amount of time. So I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks for everybody that joined today. Hopefully the Red Sox can defeat the Yankees today and tie the series up. and hopefully the Reds can defeat the Rays and that the Mariners can defeat the Blue Jays, since the Red Sox would get help. The Blue Jays and the Rays lost. But I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for everyone that came today, and I'll see you guys on the next broadcast. Peace.